Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm still playing with May I Scraplift You all month long, and we are scraplifting It's in the Little Details, who is Veronica on Instagram. So I'm going to do this picture of my youngest, and she is displaying some Lego she built, and so I thought this would work okay. I'm going to use this Hip Kit Club circle die, and it's got a stitched edge, so I'm not going to put the border around like she does, but I'm going to use that one. And just looking for my banner one. I really like this art bin box, but sometimes I don't look in it enough, so yeah. So just gonna try and put this on. Right now it's not where it's gonna go because that whole white border is gonna show if I did it that way, but pull this out. And I'm just going to run this through real quick. I did pull out some of my rainbow papers because I really love how she's got that striped rainbow on the top and the bottom. And this one I had tried to do something with by cutting the pencils a long time ago, probably years ago, like definitely years ago. And I've never come back to that page to try it again, so I'm just going to cut it and use it and be done with it. So I cut this and this, and I must have cut this page down at one point because that is not quite 12, and her pieces go all the way off the edge. And could I have left this a little bit short? I totally could have. Would have made it all that big of a difference? Definitely not. But I'm going to cut another strip, and I'm going to add the little bit of a square that I need. It's not even a full square that I need, to the top and the bottom, which, yeah, it is what it is. So, and then it does run the whole length. I also liked how she had the rainbow order for her layers up on the top and the bottom for those two strips, but she swapped them. So one starts with the pink and then the bottom starts with the blue. So I'm going to do the same thing, but my top is going to start with the blue and my bottom's going to start with the pink, and do it like that because I thought that was kind of neat. I did not tear my edges like she did, so I'm going to ruffle mine up and bend and distress, which is totally fine too. Gives a similar look. Not the same, but similar. So that's done. And then I found this banner piece that I was looking for this bit. And so I'm going to use that smallest one for those three banner shelf that she's got. And so I'm going to speed up through this little bit, just picking out scraps that might work. So those are okay, but it gets kind of muted, so I'm looking for others. I like that green. It actually has some glitter on it, so it does have a sparkle. And then I pulled out this one with the purple on it. This purple is a little dark. I don't know if I really truly enjoy it, but it is what it is. I'm going to use this banner flag piece, and I'm not going to cut all the way through. So I'm going to put it on, line it up, and then I'm going to show you better with the green. I cut it off screen, so that didn't really work so well. So yeah, I'm just going to line it up with the edge of the paper on both sides, not go all the way through, and then just finish slicing. And that's a little off, and then I did the pink one off screen. So those are my three banner pieces, and they're okay. That I like the green and I like the pink. They match the rainbow pieces really well. There's no purple in my rainbow bit stripes, so whatever. It is what it is. Had I not been a little bit under a time crunch to get this done, I probably would have switched it out, but that's okay. I'm using my Mojito ink from Studio Calico, and I am doing a whole lot of packaging. Veronica has a little bit that is contained just sort of outside her stuff. Mine's going to have a whole lot more. Mine always has a whole lot more when I typically do mixed media, but that's okay. As you can see, I'm edging my banners in black. She's got a doodly border on hers, and I was trying to not do a doodly border, but I'm probably gonna, well, I am gonna do the doodly border eventually, but yeah, it is what it is. So then this one goes on, and then my photo's in a good spot there, and then this one's gonna go underneath. So that's similar in where her placement is, so that works well. My photo I'm going to put up on some foam, so I'm just grabbing foam. And so I put a little bit in the middle. I am going to have to slide a little bit more underneath, but it is what it is. Using my eraser to erase the pencil lines, so I knew where I was going to put my stuff. Did I put it everywhere? Totally did. Did it matter? Totally didn't. Oh well. And then I'm going to slide this underneath, just because the photo was doing a little bit of a bendy thing, so don't want my photo to bend. And then I'm going to pull out some stickers. So these are Jen Hadfield, and that is my oldest hand taking a look. She said, put that house on. It's Lego. You need a house. I'm like, okay. So I put the peacock on just because I thought it was cute and no other reason. And then I decided, yeah, I do need the doodly border. Is mine as nice and contained as hers? Definitely not. Mine is very messy, but oh well. It is what it is. So this little sticker says, love ya. She's got one across her blue. Mine is going to be more of a tone on tone almost, but. And then my oldest was pointing out there was a ladybug on here because she likes ladybugs and butterflies end up on hers. Typically bees end up on my youngest, but no bees on this one today. And then doodly border on the other two because now I'm committed. And I am looking for what else I want to do. So this paintbrush I'm going to put underneath the love ya because that's kind of cute. And it's kind of, Lego's kind of crafty, right? And then I thought about this big paintbrush, but it's not gonna make it. I like the little one more, so whatever. It's gonna go back on the sheet. I did try it in all sorts of orientations, so. And then the globe is going to go behind for no other reason than I thought I needed something else there. And Lego is used all over the world. I was going to put the turtle on, and my oldest is still sitting there. And she's like, you can't put a turtle on this. So no turtle. And then I pulled out the simple stories that I've had forever and ever and ever. And some of these colors look like they're going to work. So I'm going to pull out the life, and because that's kind of cute, and it's going to go here. She's got a frame on the top and the bottom of hers. I'm not going to get there because I'm going to use that life. And that was my oldest saying, leave the house alone. Don't put anything in front with the house. The house is fine by itself. And so that circle piece says hello today that I put in. And then I pulled out these orange letters, and I'm going to spell my Lego, and then it's going to be called My Lego Life. That O had dropped on the ground, so I have to glue that one on because it is not going to stick anymore. And just getting those on. I want them to go around the photo like hers does, so hers is my little urchin. And I'm going to call this My Lego Life because at this point of time, Lego was one of the things that this kid did all the time. Build and Lego. And build not necessarily with Lego, but building. So I said this on yesterday's layout too. She loved to build with all sorts of things. She still loves to create. Her creating is more of cosplay creating now and sewing and that kind of stuff, but Still crates. Just gonna move those letters just around a little bit and get that O glued on. And we're almost done here. So this one was a super simple one to actually do. It probably took me 40 minutes. Most of the time my layouts take me a good hour to do, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a lot longer, but 40 minutes for this layout was actually pretty good on how I normally do things. So Veronica's information will be listed below. The playlist for this will also be below, as well as Pineapple Papers, who puts this on and organizes it. Here was my still shots. They tend to be a little brighter. I'm gonna have to play with my settings a little bit, I think. But anyways, lots of fun. Hope you liked my layout today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you here. Here's some other videos that you might want to watch. Thank you so much for being here today. Have yourself a wonderful day.